Hey everyone. Well, it is September 20th, 6 o'clock in the evening. Boss and I are on the road again. We just came back from the elk hunt 2 weeks ago. If you want to call it a hunt, more like scouting and getting chased away by bears. But we are now on the road going up north, 9-hour drive to go moose hunting. So, we've been on the road for only about an hour and a half. So I'll be pulling into the cabin by 2 or 2:30 in the morning. Pretty much the same as last year. So this year we got the boat, put a new axle on the trailer, got another spare. So hopefully we don't burn off 2 tires just on the way there and then the other 2 on the way back. I hope this actually worked out. But we have a 9-hour drive. We're an hour and a half in, 7.5 more to go. And hopefully we don't have too many things jump out at us on the highway. It's going to get dark here pretty quick. We are heading moose hunting. So I feel good about this year too. I think we're going to get one. Alright, our first stop is usually the midway point, usually 4.5 hours in. So, it'll be about 9:30, 10, about 10 o'clock I'm going to say. So if anything cool happens, I'll check back in. Otherwise, I'll see you at the cabin. We just stopped here at construction on the highway. We've been on the road for about 2.5 hours now, so it's just about 7 o'clock. And I just jumped out quick while we're stopped waiting for a pace car and checked the tires on the trailer, and I only had checked the one side that I was concerned with. I should have checked the other one, but so far we're not burning any rubber. We're not losing rubber like we did the other couple years where I was burning a brand new set of tires off in 8 hours. That's good. So we're 3 Red Bull down and 1 NOS. We still got a lot left. Yeah. So yeah, it's been snowing for quite some time here. You can see the road's nicely got a nice thin layer. There's tire tracks through it already that are being filled in. I actually about half an hour, 45 minutes ago, it's 11 o'clock now, but 45 minutes ago I heard the rain change to what sounded like ice pellets, and that's when I looked at the temperature gauge and realized we'd just dropped, 6 degrees in the last 6 degrees Celsius in the last 45 minutes. So the road started to look a little different, and sure enough, that's snow and ice. So yeah, it's getting good. It's not going to stay, but makes the drive a little more interesting, especially at this time of night. Oh, well, it is 1:36, and we are pulling in right now. So we made good time. We didn't stop that much. It is -3 degrees Celsius. and I need to go get the key. So we're here. I'll check back in once I get some stuff unloaded and the vehicle parked in the right spot. Man, am I tired. It's 2:30. We pulled in at 1:36. I had to unload. I only unloaded anything that could freeze, plus my clothes. So it's -3 Celsius outside. Frost. It's cold. There's a sheet of slippery frost on the deck. So unloading and hauling into the cabin was fun. Just got the fire going. It's cold in here. Normally the propane heater is left on, but it's kind of acting up. The pilot light's going out, so they've shut the propane off when they're not here. So, got the fire going. It won't take too long, but everything in here is cold, so it's going to have to take the chill out of everything before it's comfortable. Had to mind it though. Oh, boss just had his supper. 2:30 in the morning. And I've just got all my gear piled up by the door. I'm probably gonna, have a beer, pick away at that. Just kind of get stuff somewhat organized, but I'm not going to do a whole lot tonight. I'm gonna just sit and relax, get the chill out of the cabin, have a drink, watch some TV, get the bedroom warm, and then go to bed. Morning. Good boy. We didn't end up going to bed till 6 o'clock in the morning. It was just too cold in here. And I wasn't really tired after that drive, all the Red Bull, all the NOS, all that kind of stuff. So, we had a little issue with the fireplace there too. Had to deal with, so yeah, had a good sleep. Got up at 11, so again only 5 hours, but it's gonna be one of those short days today. So just had a bite to eat, had some lunch, and boss and I are gonna start packing up the boat, get it ready to go, get all our gear that we need to set up in the bush. And then we're going to head out and set up a spot, put out some scent, and do some calling. Right, bud? Right, bud? What? What? Yeah. Oh. We're here. Decided this year I'm going to hunt from the island. So, here's boss. He's going to help me set up camp here. There's the boat, still full of gear. Let's see if I can get a shot of this island. Alright, so this is the island. So yeah, that's that. I'm kind of going for surface area this year. Hopefully that increases my chances of seeing something. And realistically, where my bull came out a few years ago, I'd still be able to see from here and shoot from here. So it's about an extra 100 yards, so it's only about a 275 yard shot roughly from here, which is not a problem, as long as my adrenaline isn't going too much. But I think this is a good spot. It's not very sheltered, and that was one of my reservations, but surprisingly these two or three, this little cluster of spruce is actually doing a really good job. So add that to the fact I'm putting up a blind, and I think we'll be all right. I mean, obviously the wind's going to change direction, but somebody's left a nice cluster of rock here that I can use to hold my blind down, hold the corners down. Put my guy lines to those. And I think sitting here, let's see, sit here, I got this, I don't know, soft stuff to kind of set up on. It's not very thick, it's rocky, but I scouted this out a couple years ago, and I think I'm gonna plop the blind on that nice green patch here. Obviously tie it to the tree as the main security line so it doesn't blow away even if the rocks let go or whatever. And yeah, so sitting here in the blind, I should be able to see, have a pretty decent shot all the way around. That cluster of trees is going to be in the way if something comes there, but honestly where that cluster lines up and where this birch tree lines up is kind of like a rock ledge, so both of those are really not in a bad spot, so I think this will be all right. All right, we're gonna start setting up. Want to get camp set up and then go back for a steak dinner. Okay, I'll check in with you in a bit. Whew. All right, camp is set. Blind, there's the boat. Boy, it's windy. I'll be leaving that dry bag out here. It's got my instant coffee and my little burner, camp cup, and backpack will come to and from with me every day with a thermos of coffee and stuff like that. We've got our chair inside. We have buddy heater, chair, blind shelf. I'll show you when we get in there tomorrow, but I gotta get my butt moving here and get up some scent. So I'm gonna go put some scent along the shoreline all around. I'm gonna put a cluster of scent on the tip of this island to help mask my scent, as well as spread it around whichever way the wind's going. And then we're going back to the cabin. So we're losing light. That's my boy. Look at that face. Hey, boss. Huh? Oh, yeah. Arr. It's my boy. I'm trying to do this behind the blind so that it's not so windy for you. I'm just gonna mix up my scent here. I usually buy like a different bottle that I can never find here anymore, or I can't find in the city anymore. So, alright, so I'm gonna mix up my scent here. Normally I have a bucket, and I'm kind of crouched behind the blind right now just to kind of cut down on the wind noise. But I usually use these incense, but this is what I find really gets the smell distributed. A bunch of old clothes, cut them up into strips. Put them into a big Ziploc bag. Don't need that many. This is not the stuff I normally use. I've never used this before, but hope it works. Good boy, eh? Oh, look at that. Don't touch that, you'll stink. And then basically just fill the bag. There we go. Back up. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Bag has a leak in it. Oh, that's gonna stink. And then what I do is I take a stick, not that it matters now because I'm covered in it, but I usually take a stick and just fish them out and hang them over tree limbs. And helps distribute the smell. Gets them hanging, blowing in the wind. I got this thing too, which is kind of cool. It's an electronic heater basically. You fill up, you put some scent in the top here, you push the on button, and then the battery heats it up, so it's a heated scent dispenser. But oh, I do have a jug of my good stuff left. Oh, this is the really good stuff. So I'll mix up another bag with that. I've got different stuff in here too, like I've got the power shots where they're like aerosol sprays that mist in the air and then they travel, whatever. And I've got gels, so if it's raining, you can use this stuff. Or if there's rain in the forecast, you put this all over and it's gel so it won't wash away. I never use everything in a year, so I've got enough here now I won't have to buy for the next time. I didn't realize I had that other jug, otherwise I wouldn't have bought these. Oh well. So yeah, we're gonna go hang this around the tip of the island here, and then we're gonna also go put some around the shore. Doing some calling, getting ready to pack it in for the night. We've put scent around everywhere, and we're back at camp here, calling from camp, and then we're gonna head back to the cabin. Well, that puts us at about 20 minutes of calling. Some quieter at the start and then some louder stuff at the end. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the first day hunting, so today's Friday the 21st, so yeah, tomorrow's the 22nd, September 22nd. Hopefully I got enough range on that. Anyways, we'll see you back at the cabin.